Hey, welcome, guys. We're going to start right at the top of the hour. Any questions before we get going here? Make sure that you put your questions into the chat. Appreciate you taking the time to attend today live because you're always going to get more information live. Plus, you can ask questions, little back and forth, and you can glean some really good information that you can't get on a replay. Questions, concerns, comments before we start? We're going to start in about 4 minutes, right at the top. I want to make sure that I respect your time and start on time. I expect a really good turnout today. We had, I think, 8 or 9 people pick up the special offer. Actually, my webinar is telling me 11 registered, so that's good, 11. Make sure that you use the chat. Okay, so Andrew basically wants to know how to access the bonus. The bonus I'm going to throw up in the right sidebar during the webinar. It's going to be at the end. So make sure that you hang around and watching the sidebar because the link will go up. It's also on the mind map. So I'm going to give you the mind map, and the link is built into the mind map to go out to the bonuses. Kevin says hi. Hi, Kevin. Orlando is saying or asking, this is the first workshop webinar for. Yes, this is week number 1. 4 workshops. They're going to be on Tuesdays. So once you registered for 1, you register for all 4. So you should be getting emails, concerning these. So you want to make sure that you at least whitelist the email as it comes in so that you get the right link. And if you want to attend live, then you actually get on the live call. I just done a webinar myself today, a coaching webinar, and the guy that was teaching the webinar was talking about taking massive action in 2017. Now, I know you guys have taken massive action by investing in this material. The thing that this guy was sharing was that you have to remain focused. Pick one thing and then just do it. When I started off in internet marketing in 2007, I had no clue. I had a degree in computer information systems. I was a respected network security engineer. I had all kinds of certifications. I knew absolutely no way to make money on the internet. I got paid a really good salary. At one time, I was making about $300K. I was living in the San Francisco Bay Area. You put that in perspective. Houses, a starter house there cost at the time about $650,000 to about $1 million. So, you may be making a big salary, but your mortgage is $6,000-7,000 a month. That kind of puts a dent in your income. So, I basically just fell into site flipping, but I did it diligently for about a year or so. That's all I did was build sites, flip sites. The model I'm going to give you today is a high volume model. You just have to crank out starter sites. Now, I really like the established sites best, but when you're first starting out, the starter model is probably the best thing to start with. Right at the top of the hour. So I don't want to burn your time. Let's go ahead and jump right in, guys. Hey, I want to welcome you to week 1 of Flip It Like a Boss. Let's jump right in. Now, flipping websites is a great model. I've been using it since 2007 and it has never let me down for making money. It's easy to do. You can get started very, very quickly. You don't need affiliates. You don't need a big list or any list at all, and it has minimal startup costs. The thing that I found that you have to do that's absolutely imperative is you have to be able to create a site fast. You can't create a site and let it set for weeks and weeks. Now, if you have members or if it has revenue, income, traffic, that's a different story. But on starter sites that have no revenue, no members, no traffic, you need to be able to create these sites fast and get them out. It's a volume model when it comes to starter sites with no revenue and no traffic. Remember, money loves speed. Now, one thing that I advocate is using private label rights products to create these sites. And if you create something that no one else is doing, so if you take a really high quality PLR product and you turn it into a membership site, no one else is doing that, at least no one that I know of. And I check Flippa quite frequently to kind of see what the trends are. And I've not seen anyone create a membership site out of an HTML site. It has a higher perceived value. They're very easy to create, and you can attract members with a free front-end product. So how this works is you create the product, and then you give away a front-end product. It could be an ebook, it could be a starter video, it could be a lower-end product. A lot of private label rights products right now are coming out with like a two-tier system. There's a lower-end product, and then there's a higher-end product. Now, I'm going to show you a way to create or deploy a website in 15 minutes or less. We're going to use high-quality private label rights products. We're going to create a membership website from the HTML PLR. We're going to use Instant Turbo Membership Builder to create this membership site, and you guys get your own copy of Instant Turbo Membership Builder with master resale rights, by the way. And we're going to use Composer to edit the HTML. Very easy to do. Composer is a free product. Now, of course, if you have other HTML editing tools, that's fine too. I just thought I'd throw out Composer because it is free to anyone that wants to download it, and it's very easy to use. Okay, remember we were talking about creating a site quickly. Now I'm going to show you how to create a HTML membership site in less than 15 minutes. Now we're going to use high quality private label rights products, and if you don't have a source of high quality private label rights products, may I suggest master resale rights. I get all of my products through these guys. They're fantastic products, and I use these almost exclusively for my product listings and my PLR products. As you can see here, Copy Cache Secrets. This one just went live on the 26th. I'm going to show you the quality. Look at this landing.
I'm going to show you how you can go from amateur to master copywriter status using the same.
Okay, so that is the lander. That is the landing page. High quality products. Now, here's the great part. If you want to save a little bit, save $10 off of the registration price of $19.97. Click on that link right here in the mind map and use this code, this coupon code right here, and that'll knock $10 off of your registration fees. So it's going to cost you $10 a month basically. You're going to have more than enough private label rights products to work with forever. Now, yes, it is an ongoing membership, but it is worth it. It is absolutely worth it, and you don't have to worry about ever running out of private label products to promote or build membership sites with. That's my suggestion. All right, so we're going to create a membership site from HTML PLR. We're going to use Instant Turbo Membership Builder, and we're going to use Composer to edit the HTML. Now I've already built out the site, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. And I pulled the site down off of master resale rights, FBA Profit Master. So it's got a video here.
Before you proceed to your download page, I've got a very special.
So here's this special offer. You can see the landing page here, and all I did was just create an order link, and it goes out to order PHP. If you see, I've kind of mousing over the Buy It Now button, and you see the order PHP. So this is how I suggest you set up all your HTML sites. Just do an order PHP, and I'm going to show you in cPanel All you have to do is just replace this link with your own PayPal link or whatever link you're using for payment processor. And then once you click on the link, it will take you out for the payment. So right now we just, that's all the editing we did. Now you want to make sure that if it says dear marketer or something else, you want to change those links. But in this case, we didn't have a sign off or anything. All we had to do was just change the link to the buy now, which again calls the order PHP. Now you're going to get the order PHP with these sites. It's just a simple PHP code that you put in your top level directory along with your HTML site. So this is what the site looks like. Here's our order PHP, the index HTML, the sales video, and then we've used Turbo Instant Membership Builder to actually create a membership site. In the membership site, the only thing we have to put in here is the thank you upsell. And as you see right here, it just says TY upsell HTML. Now when you install Turbo Instant Membership Builder, it's a PHP script and it will install, and all you have to do is under settings, you just put in your email, your password, and then your redirect on login should point to your thank you page, whether that's called download, thank you, or in this case TY upsell. So this points to the page. If you want to redirect to something else like an upsell, I didn't do it in this case, but you can also put another redirect on register. So once someone registers, they redirect to an upsell. Instead of going into the site, they redirect, let's say, to your one-time offer. I don't do that because I use affiliate platforms like JVZoo and Warrior Plus, and that's already built in there. So and this is already filled in by default. That's your reset password. Now, the great thing about this script is you can add however many IPs that you'd want your user to use. So, for example, if your customer purchases the product and they use one IP, well, that's all fine and good. And if they're on a DHCP setup with, let's say, a DSL provider, a cable provider that switches out their IP on occasion, you want to add a little buffer in there. So I put 2 IPs, so they can have 2 IPs. What you don't want is your customer to give this registration link. Let me get over here to codes. This is the registration link. So once they get the registration link, and the code, so there's like a fail-safe system. And the code here in this case is 0906216. They have to use this code to register. So if you click on the registration link, you'll see where you have to enter the code. But if your user gives their buddies the registration link and the code, there's nothing to stop them from registering except for the IP. Now they're going to be coming from different IPs. So once your user, in this case my user here, if they hit that maximum IP, and you'll see the IPs that have been logged in, here's 1 and here's 2. Now if that changes one more time, I won't be able to log in because those IPs are basically set. The 2 IPs have been recorded. Now if you want to give your customer, let's just say that they switched out, they want to come back into the site, download the material again, and they've used up their 2 IPs. You can reset this. You can just delete the IPs and do save, and that will completely reset their IP. So they get 2 more IPs. And this is a really good way to stop thieves from stealing your material. And you can also ban them. You can click on ban, and they are banned. They can't get into the site. So if someone refunds, and you don't want to delete them out of the site, you can simply ban them, and then once they try to get into the site, try to log in, they'll get the ban message. And that's basically it. Just your settings, your email and your password, redirect on login, redirect on logout. And all I'm doing here is I'm redirecting back to the main page, but you can also send them somewhere else. You could send them to an upsell, you could send them to a bonus page. Once they log out, then they go to this other place. Now, I put this link in here for the upsell, so they click on this and they go to the upsell page, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But that's basically it. Once you log in, okay, I'm gonna log in here using my membership. So I'm going to start that again, the browser, and I'm going to turn off LastPass so it doesn't automatically fill in my information. So now they get to log in. So I'm just going to use my email and my password. And I'm going to sign in. And here is the download page. And the only thing I've done on the download page is I've just created my links for my products. I put my products out on S3 Amazon. And so now they have a thank you page. Doesn't this look professional? That's all you have to do, guys. Now, if you want to give away the front-end product, the thank you for your purchase, there is a front-end product page that you can just give away the front-end product. And then you can sell as an upgrade the advanced edition. But just clicking on the buttons, this is all I had to do was just link my buttons to my S3 Amazon. And now they get the product. They have now you have a page that is locked down. It's a membership site, and you created it very, very quickly. Now, it may take you more than 15 minutes to do the first one. It just depends on how much work you have to do on the HTML, like putting in your links and changing some of the text if you want to do that, or adding testimonials, that sort of thing. But regardless of how much work you have to do, it's so much easier to create a membership page that has a perceived higher value membership site than it is just to create a regular HTML site out of PLR, slap it up on Flippa, and then you're another tree amongst the forest of trees. There's no unique selling proposition on this site whatsoever. It's just another PLR site that somebody's trying to flip. So make yourself stand out from the crowd by adding value as a membership site, and even more value if they get members. So if you add members to this by giving away this or selling it, depends on what you want to do. Just depends on your strategy. You can get members very, very quickly just having a free front end product. But the main point I'm trying to make here is it's very, very easy to create these sites and very, very quick. So here's the example upsell. This is FBA Profit Mastery. This is the upsell. So we can forward to this, and as you can see here, there's two payment buttons on this one. Now, on the first landing page, we had one button. On this one, we have two. Now, all I did here was I just put this on another domain. The upsell's on another domain. You don't have to do that. You can simply just create another, let's just go up one level here. Create another membership section and call it members underscore OTO or upsell, whatever you'd like to do. Upload the script. All you have to do is just upload the script, which is the instant membership or turbo instant membership builder, and then upload the thank you page. And now on one domain, you have the main site and you have the regular site. So that's how it works. It's just that easy to create these sites. And there's all kinds of video tutorials on how to work with the Turbo Instant Membership Builder. There's also a PDF that you can use. It is a very, very easy script to install. It runs server-side, so you have to upload it to your server, but it runs on shared services very, very well. It's very fast. You don't have to create a MySQL database, don't have to worry about any of that stuff. All you have to do is just create your own directory. And then once you install the script, all the files in here, including the thank you page, and I just wanted to mention this, once you install your thank you page, Make sure you install the CSS, and if there's a video or anything, you want to install that, and along with your images. So make sure you install all of your images, because your images in the page and the CSS will not work unless it's in the same directory. But once you install this in your directory and install the membership script of Turbo Instant Membership Builder, that whole directory is protected. So you don't have to worry about someone trying to break in, or spiders that will actually go through and write, and basically forget about the robots text. That doesn't stop spiders anymore. They just blow through that, and they're just going to go through and map out your domain. And if this is unprotected, that's going to get mapped to somewhere. Some spider's going to grab it, and then once it gets on a black hat site, it's basically over. Your site is going to get attacked. All your products are going to get downloaded for free or end up in a black hat site. Of course, you can stop that by renaming it, but who wants to go through that hassle? Just stop it at the beginning, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so and the membership dashboard we talked about. So this is what it looks like. Your users, your codes. You can create your own code. So if you want to create another code, real easy to do. You can upload files. I don't keep my files on the site, but you can upload the files, and it will protect the files. So that's great. Also, you can create pages. So if you want to create a page, you can certainly do that. I just have a tendency to use the pages that came with the site, the download page, the thank you page. That's what I'm protecting. I'm not protecting the front end. The front end product, the landing page, that's not protected. So we want to make sure that that's clear, because if you upload the script and you protect the front page, that nobody's going to be able to get to it. Everyone's going to be locked out. One other thing to mention, it does integrate with JVZoo. So if you want to put your product on JVZoo, you just have to check this box, put in your secret key, and it does. If you have Aweber, integrates with Aweber with their authorization code. So people that join your membership automatically get added to Aweber. Now, I don't worry about that. I use GetResponse, and I use JVZoo and Warrior Plus. So when someone purchases, they automatically get added to my email. I don't have to do it through the membership site. Okay, so let's move on. And I think I did mention that with Turbo Instant Membership Builder, you get the video tutorials and the PDF. Now, we talked about getting members, how to get members easily and very, very quickly. Give away a free front-end product. People absolutely love free front-end products. Use a funnel for your upgrade. So as you saw on that particular FBA site, there was an upsell. You had the front-end product that you could give away if you wanted to, and the upsell, which you can sell. You can also sell rights to the product. And then there's a product that I'm going to be bringing out later on. If you guys wanted to see that, it's called Dash Software Builder, and it builds software products very easily. I just wanted to mention that in passing to this group, because having your own software product is absolutely, it really does completely separate you from the pack. Not many people have software products. For one, there's a perceived value that creating software is hard. Another perceived value that it's expensive. Well, with Software Dash Builder, it's very inexpensive, and with this course that I'm going to be coming out with very shortly, we're actually going to, I've teamed up with the guy who developed the Dash Software Builder, and we're going to give you the software absolutely free, and you're going to be able to create your own software dashboard products. And these run in a Windows environment, so they don't run on a Mac and they don't run on Linux. But the great thing about these products is you can sell the software, you can sell the brander, and you can sell rights. For example, high-level unrestricted PLR rights or white label rights. Now let me just show you the product very quickly here. Okay, here's Software Dash Builder. That's taken a while to load because my Norton is checking the file out. All right, so this is the dashboard. Now let me show you exactly how this product is it's just so fantastic on building software products, and it's very easy to do. All right, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to grab a product that I created. So this is a product that I created. Here's the brander. So when you create products like this, you can sell this brander and you can sell the white label rights to it. So I'm going to start this particular product. Okay, so here is the private label cash machine, and I created buttons for all of these products. This product actually made about $1,000, and I have a Easy Mini membership desktop app. So you go out here and click on the link. It will bring back the product. I have PSD Blowout, which is another product that's built into this product. It has probably about 1.5 gigs worth of PSDs. Great products to use for mini membership sites. And let this pop back up here in just a second. And a number of other products. Now these are all PLR products, and I built them using this interface. So this is what I'm talking about in creating software products. You don't have to be a programmer. I wrote no code in creating this site. Well, let me just exit out and we'll go back up to Dash Builder. As you can see, these all hook up to buttons. There are 12 buttons, so you can create your product. You can create anything in here. So you can add videos. You can open a default browser. You can open an internal browser if you don't want to share the link to a resource. You can just do it in an internal browser, so there's no link. You can do a YouTube video, a Vimeo. You can play an MP3 audio from a web location. You can open a PDF document, and you can open a passworded PDF. So in other words, there's tons of capability of this software, and then you can set up a registration link. So you just check this box, put your registration code in here and the URL to your squeeze page. Well, what does this do? You can give away a front-end software product and absolutely crush it, because you're going to, this is like a squeeze-less squeeze page. You're going to force your customers to have to unlock the software, which means they have to give up an email, a valid email, to get the registration code. So you lock the software down, and once they get the registration code, they'll be able to unlock the software. You get the email, they get the registration code, everyone's happy. And that will really just explode your list with this simple software. Now I'm not going to go into a whole lot of more detail about this. I will go into that if you're interested. Keep watch on your emails, because I'm going to at the first time that I can launch this out is probably going to be a few weeks to a week away, and then I'm going to promote it to my list first, and we're going to give away this software. It is a 4-week course that we're going to talk about software and how to build software products, but it's going to be a nominal cost, and you'll get this software that usually sells for $297 absolutely free. Okay, so back to the mind map. So there you have it. Front-end product, get members easily, or create software using the Dash Builder. Now when we list it on Flippa, we need to have some strategies. So we talked about this earlier in the introduction, but I didn't really go into depth about it. 1, 2, or 3 day listing. You can do a 1, 2, or 3 day listing. My suggestion is just do a 3 day listing if you don't have a list, especially. So I have a list, so I can sometimes do 1 and 2 day listings and sell them very quickly. But for you, 3 day listing is fine if you have no list and you're just starting out and flipping. If you go to a 7 day listing, it's just 4 more days that you're adding to the mix. You're going to get most of your activity on your site on the auction in the last 4 hours or so. I've done this. I've sold hundreds of sites, and it's always been this way, and it will probably always be this way until Flippa makes a real huge change, and I don't see that happening. So 7 days is a waste of time. You're wasting 4 days in there that you could have money in the bank by selling the listing on the third day. If you decide to go with a no reserve, which it's not zero reserve, it's no reserve, so you have to start with at least $1. So I start my listing sometimes with $1 opening bid and $1 reserve. As soon as someone bids on that $1, the site goes green, which means it's going to get sold. The strategy here is using the no reserve on a site that is really in demand. A site that would be in demand would be something that had traffic, have members, and has revenue. Let's say you're selling a site. You just made one of these sites that I've just showed you with Turbo Instant Membership Builder, and you have 50 to 100 people on the site, and it's made a few $100s, let's say. You could start with a $1 opening bid, $1 reserve, and you're going to get, that site's going to sell. It just depends on how much it's going to sell for. So how you can cover yourself, instead of doing the $1, you can still do the $1 opening bid, but you put a reserve on it. So let's say you can put a reserve of $67 or $97. The lower price bids are going to happen. The $1 bids to $5 and so on and so forth until it gets to your reserve. Once it gets to your reserve, then the auction essentially it turns green and you've got to sell the site. You're obligated to sell the site. We just make that clear. If you decide that you're not going to sell the site, expect for Flippa. For one, the buyer is going to notify Flippa that you're not going to give them the site, and you're more than likely going to get banned. There will be an issue. It probably might be a light ban for a period of days or weeks, or it may be a lifetime ban. Expect a lifetime ban if you decide not to flip a site that has gone green, and because you basically sign off on the TOS of Flippa, which is once you list a site and it meets the obligation of either hitting the reserve or it hits your buy it now, you're obligated to sell that site. Okay, what options do you choose in the listing? No revenue, no traffic sites, or sites with revenue. On both of these, I don't choose any options. So I don't choose bold. I don't choose underline. I don't pick show the image. You just don't need it. The sites will sell on their own. People are looking for sites with revenue on established sites. If your site has members, has revenue, has traffic, then it's going to sell. It's going to sell. That's just the way it is. I've done this for a long time. They always sell. What they sell for, again, it's a buyer's market on Flippa. So the site is going to go for whatever the buyers decide it goes for. So it could go for 1 times revenue. It could go for 10 or 12 or 20 times revenue. It's just up in the air. So that's why I suggested a few minutes ago to maybe not use the no reserve, because that's a gutsy move. It's a no reserve. It could actually sell for $1. I mean, it's probably not going to sell for $1, especially if you have members and revenue and traffic. It's not going to sell for $1 because someone's going to get interested in that site, and then you're going to have a bidding war, hopefully, and it'll drive the price up. But theoretically, for all practical purposes, it could sell for $1. You get no interest on the site. Nobody wants that site. It could be a niche that just nobody wants, and so you can sell it for $1, which means you take a loss. Now, I've started adding bonuses in. So what kind of bonuses to include? So what is your unique selling proposition? In other words, what sets your sites apart from everyone else? Okay, so we talked about this earlier. If you're building a membership site out of a PLR site, that is a USP. That's your unique selling prop. Your site does not look like anyone else's site. Your site is a membership site. Yes, it may be PLR and there may be a bunch of people that bought that, but I'll say little to none, have turned that into a membership site. For one, they don't know how, and two, they don't have the tools to do it. I do a super bonus for a buy it now bonus. I give a smaller bonus for the auction And we talked about this on the introduction webinar, where I will list or my listing, I'll list that using Commission Gorilla, and then what I'll do is I'll take out some of the bonus products and I'll include that to my buyer. Unless it goes to the buy it now. Now, if somebody clicks on the buy it now, they get the super bonus, which means they get all the bonuses listed in the listing. I always mention my bonuses. I listed on the sales page in the comments section, not in the listing. Well, why do I do that? Okay, so our strategy here is we list the site. So we list the site, and the site is listed going on 24 hours. I may mention one comment after a few hours of being live, maybe 4 to 8 hours, and I may say, here's my listing bonuses for this, and I'll have some of the bonuses, not the buy it now bonus, but just the listing bonus. These are the bonuses you get. So you may get lifetime, web hosting. So I'll list the site on my reseller account, or I'll put the site on my reseller account, and they get access to cPanel. I never give them access to the WHM panel, Web Host Manager, but they get cPanel. So I may give lifetime and a few bonuses on a Commission Gorilla page to get some activity going. Once the site either hits the buy it now or gets close to it, so on the second day, I will list out my other bonuses, my buy it now bonuses, and I mentioned in the comments because now by the second day you have people that are watching your auction and probably people that have bid on it. So once you mention something in comments, Flippa sends out an email to all those that are watching, all those that have bid, and said there's activity on the auction. So that brings people back over to your auction. That is a huge draw to get people back over to your auction, especially people that have bid on it. So every time someone bids, it's, Flippa sends out an email saying that, if you're a bidder, you've been outbid and someone else has bid on the site. So that brings people back over. That creates a feeding frenzy, hopefully, on your site, especially if it's in demand. That's a great way to really boost your prices on your sites. If you're only interested in a volume model, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of traction because there's no revenue, no traffic. You're going to be selling sites from between, say, $50 and $197. Yes, sometimes you will go above the $197. You can sell a site for $250 up to $497. But you have to get some bidding activity on to get to that price point. And you have to be able to get the draw. In other words, the eyes. If you only have 20 people looking at your site, it's probably not going to, get a whole lot of attention. But I've had thousands of people, over 1,000, sometimes 2,000 people that actually viewed my auction. And when you have that many people, you're going to get some activity on your auctions. Now, bonus products will almost always cause a newbie buyer to sell, or to buy, excuse me. So here's the Commission Gorilla page. So you show all of these products. You put a link in your comment section out to your bonus page and say, you have X amount of products. Let's say, what is this? I'm not sure if this has a, 22 bonuses worth over 2K. So you're giving away $2,000 worth of bonuses. This is real world bonuses. Now, a lot of people say, come up with their bonuses and they come up with some arbitrary figure. This is actually what these products sold for. So these are Commission Gorilla products, and then I've added in some of my own products, and I know what the price point of those products are. Some of my webinar products and some of my other products that I've created. So now there is a $2,000 real world value here, and if you pick up the buy it now, let's say you set that at $197, they're really getting a deal. This is what causes your buyers to come back and buy from you continually. And in the past, I've had a list I built from people that bought from me. There's about 1,500 people on that list. So I don't list a whole lot of sites on Flippa anymore because I'd save the money. of the flipping fees, the success fees. I just fire out an email to the people that buy my sites, and I usually get someone to purchase the site very quickly. But going over our case studies, I'm actually going to list some sites on Flippin. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing, and I'm going to list out the site, and so you'll see from start to finish on the case study me actually listing a site, and then you're going to get to see the listing process all the way through the auction, the 3-day auction, and then the final buy it now or whatever the person buys the site for. So you're going to get to see that up close and personal. So you see exactly what I do, and then you can just mimic that, and hopefully you'll be able to sell sites very quickly. But getting back to the bonuses, they're key for newbie buyers. Established sites, not so much. The people that buy established sites are established buyers. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking for. The thing that's going to get them to click on the buy it now or to bid on your site is traffic, if it's a membership site, members, and the biggest thing of all, revenue. If your site is making money, lots of money, then you're going to get a lot of traction on that site, a lot of activity. Now, when I deliver my sites, I put all of my sites on my reseller account. Now, let's just close down some of these. So this is my reseller account, and I log in. I have 56 sites on the reseller account. All of these sites are pretty much HTML sites, membership sites, and I just give them cPanel access. So if I'm just clicking here on the cPanel, I'll say, here's your cPanel. So they get cPanel access, which they're going to get the access just like you're seeing right here. They're going to be able to get file manager, images. They're going to get everything that you would normally get in cPanel. So I create the site. I change the password. I make it a really hard to guess password. I send them the link to the site, the link to cPanel, and the user login information, which is the user login name, which would be the login name here, the username, and the password, so they can get into cPanel. So they'll log into cPanel, and then they can change the order PHP button, put their payment link in. That's really all they have to do. This is so easy to sell these sites because they're just changing. Let's go out here to File Manager. I think we've already done that here. So we're going to go to Public, and I don't know why that's taking so slow. We're going to do Edit, and you're going to be able to see the link that you need to drop in, your payment link right here. Replace this with your order code. So if you're using PayPal, that would be not the email form, but the email link. If you're using DLGuard, if you're using an affiliate platform like JVZoo or Warrior Plus, you just drop your code in right here, and then when somebody clicks on that big Buy Now button or Order Now, as you saw on the first page, they'll call this file. It'll call this PHP file. It will serve up the order link, and then they can purchase your product. If it's free, then you can still put your code in here, like on Warrior Plus or JVZoo. You can use free products. I'm not going to go into how you could do that because they have, both of those platforms have video tutorials, but you can add a free product in there. You can just make it a trial for, I don't know, 7 days, 14 days or something like that to get the free product. And then your trial, once your trial runs out, then it turns into paid product, and you can simply just do the paid product as an upsell. So if you have two products, your front end product for the trial, and then your upsell, you sell a number of these products, then you've got it made. You're going to get a bunch of people to get your free product. You'll get a few to buy the upsell, and that's all you need. You just need a little traction. Any little bit of sales will turn your site from a starter site with no revenue, no members, into a site. It could be a starter site. The domain has to be over 90 days to do established, but you could sell a starter site with members and revenue. Even if you had $100 in revenue, you could sell that site easily for probably $297 to $497. It just depends on your listing, and of course it depends on, since it's a buyer's market on Flippa, it depends on the buyers. But you're going to sell the site. That is a fact. Take that to the bank. You will sell the site if it has members and it has revenue. So as I said here, give cPanel access. Do not ever, ever, ever give your customers Web Host Manager access, which is what you saw, the WHM. This is WHM. If you give someone access to your WHM, which is basically root access, they can totally get into all your site's cPanels. They can change your login. So don't ever do it. I mean, I've had people that actually didn't understand this concept, and they've given somebody their WHM access, and then they're locked out of their site, and it's just a sad story. So, don't do that. Just give cPanel access. And when it says cPanel right here, this is the access you give your buyer. No more. No WHM, just cPanel. All right, now we're down to the good stuff, because you guys are going to be able to get your first week bonus. So when you click on the link, and I'm going to put this in the webinar also, here's all your products. Obviously, click here to download. On your Turbo Instant Membership Builder, you click to download. Make sure that you use registration code bonus_offer, or you won't be able to register to get the product. But that will give you the Turbo Instant Membership Builder Pro version with master resale rights, making sure that you use the bonus_offer, and these are your rest of your products for week number 1. Hey, I really appreciate you guys picking up this product. I hope that you make tons of money in building these little sites, these little membership sites, if you will, and flipping them on Flippa. Until next week, I want you guys to go out there and make a whole bunch of money on selling these sites. Watch the webinar. Have any questions, feel free to contact me on my help desk, and I'll see you next week. Hey, thanks for watching. Back live Q&A. I'm here, just ask your questions. We had some really good Q&A going in the chat. I hope I didn't burn everybody's questions up. Now's the time to ask. Okay, so Andrew says, what do you use for creating headers? I use Logo Creator. Do you know what Logo Creator is? I think it used to be called Easy Logo Creator. It's just Logo Creator. It's a real simple program. I think it costs, I don't know, $37 or something like that. See if I can pop it up here on the desktop and you can take a look. Oh, now it's just called the Creator. Sorry about that. The Creator version 7. Of course, there's now an update to version 7. Of course, it pops up the update while I'm trying to share that. That's really great. All right. Yes, Laughing Bird. Okay, let me just logos. So it's got my templates. These are all my templates. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of them. I don't know why. I think there's a bug in the software, but a lot of my headers, they'll pop up, but they just kind of show up as white. Not really sure why that is, but some of the graphics just kind of fade in the background. I've never had a bit of trouble with this. So, for example, here's one I created, a list monster way back when. 977 by 271, and I just grabbed some of their characters, dropped it in, dropped a little, drop shadow on it, and this little blue, whatever you call that, swish, I guess would be what you'd call that. Just real simple stuff. That's it. And then I use Artisteer to create all of my WordPress themes. Here lately, I've been using Genesis because I don't use a membership plugin where I need the theme. So the WordPress membership plugin that I'm going to give you guys access to, and you're going to get master resale rights to this, or not master, excuse me, you're going to get developer rights to this plugin. This is a world-class piece of software that runs membership sites, and I've been using it. I actually bought the white label rights a year or so ago, and that's what I create all my WordPress sites in. Let me get back over here to the webinar, answer any questions. Laughing Bird. So the webinar replay, if you registered for the webinar replay will be sent to you via that email that you used. Replay probably, let me mark that. It's about an 8-hour deal, I think, for the email. And whatever email that you registered with, that's the link the replay is gonna be sent to. All right, so that's a question. I'm gonna mark that. Yes, Laughing Bird, the Creator version 7. Any other questions? Listen, guys, I charge $4,500 for one-on-one coaching. Granted, I don't charge that for group coaching. I usually charge $497, $500 basically. You've got me. You got 100% of my attention for as long as you need, so I take advantage of it. I'm a 6-figure marketer, and website flipping is one of my models. Probably not so much going forward because I don't do it too much anymore, but I know how to do it. I've done it. I've sold over $250,000 worth of websites, 65K on Flippa. And we'll talk about my new model going to 2017. All right, so here's the link. What would be the best niche to build and use? Okay, so I am the internet marketing niche. I've tried other niches. So I've tried health and basically weight loss. Those tanked for me because my list is built on internet marketing, make money online products. So I sent out a blast to that that Flippa auction, and I didn't even get $5 for the site. It was just sad. I'm just going like, I never have not sold one of these, but my list is just not interested in, health, I guess, or weight loss, that kind of stuff. Maybe now would be the time to do a weight loss product coming in the first of the year. I just don't operate in those niches. I use make money online, internet marketing. That works really well for me. So it answers AJ's question also. So I'm just going to write that down in chat. So when I say MMO, I mean make money online. And just a suggestion, I mean, this is not part of the, not part of the course, but just from my observations, figure out what you're going to attack first. If it's make money online, because you're going to be building a list. Listen, the whole thing comes back to building a list. Now, you're not going to be able to build a huge list flipping sites. And remember, we went over the first part of the webinar, and I said you don't really need a big list or no list at all. You're going to have a list sooner or later. I did this for about 2 years with no list, and it's tough. It was tough. Now, I was selling sites for, $500,000, $2,000, but, I wasn't building a list. I just never got the clue. I didn't have a mentor. That was the main problem. So no one ever told me, hey, you got to build a list. I just didn't get it, apparently. So when I finally started building a list, and I screwed that up because I went with Aweber, and then that was just really a crummy situation. Aweber is just always falling apart. So I basically quit them, lost all my list. I think it was about 3,500 at that point. Lost them. Went to Get Response. Their interface at that time was probably 2008, 2009, something. It was even worse than Aweber's, and Aweber's was bad. So I got my list up to about 1,500, I think, there. Quit them. Not bright enough to download my list, so I lost another list. So, I started off in the first couple of years and gave away 5,000 on my list. So, but I made up for it in the coming years. But it's all about list building, guys. So, when we talked about the software is a great product to actually lock, and then people have to get your unlock code, so your registration code to unlock the software. And it turns out if you give away a free front end and with PLR rights and save the white label or unrestricted PLR for your brander and that kind of stuff, that little dash product works great. I probably built, just guessing, a list of maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10,000 just on software products. So Kevin says, no, I have no experience with ActiveCampaign, sorry. Just typing here. None with ActiveCampaign. Yes, I have experience with MailChimp. Stay away from MailChimp. They're garbage. They hate internet marketers. So you'll build a list and they'll cut you off. They'll just turn off your account. You'll lose all your emails. So stay away from MailChimp. I suggest if you're just starting out, Get Response. They're great. They're inexpensive. They work. So what else can you say? I stay away from MailChimp and some of the others that people are pushing. The two biggies, obviously, Aweber and Get Response. I don't use Aweber because they force you to double opt-in, so all of your list has to double opt-in, which basically means that 80 to 90% of your traffic is never going to opt in. They're going to get that email to click on the link to opt in, and it's either going to go into spam folder or just not going to click on it, so you're going to lose all those people that would be on your list. Now, sure, if they want off your list, they can unsubscribe. Good riddance. You're not paying for, the people that leave. Get off my list. I don't want you on my list. I'm paying for you. You're just a dead spot in the water. Any more questions? Questions, concerns, comments? We're all good? You got some bonus products. All right, so here's the homework assignment. I didn't put it on the mind map because I didn't want to scare you. I want you to build me 100 sites by next week. Oh, no, okay. I'm just messing with you. Put together at least one good private label rights product as a membership site using Instant Turbo Membership Builder. And if you have problems or you just can't seem to, get it figured out, here's my help desk. Do not send me an email, please, because I get 600 to 1,000 emails a day, or that's what I used to get. Not so much anymore, because my spam filter is turned down to 1. So most of the stuff I get goes, basically, since I have a dedicated server, goes to the bit bin. I never see it. So people send me emails and get so angry with, I've been trying to contact you forever. You just, it's like do a Google search on azsnow. I'm all over the place, or used to be. And so you can find my help desk. But anyway, it's azsnow.com and the help desk. I always get my help desk email, always. And I respond very quickly to help desk stuff. So, if you're having problems, hit me up. Don't stew in your own juices, because it just makes you angry, and we don't want to start 2017 angry. We want to start 2017 with massive action. Okay, so everyone get that? So build, I'll put it down in chat, at least one membership site using PLR. So I'm going to make it easy, and Turbo Instant Membership Builder. Just remember this could be a gotcha. Whenever you create the folder for your membership, call it something that's recognizable. Don't do a whole bunch of characters and that kind of nonsense, because You know, spiders are going to spider your site anyway, so who cares if they find that the top secret folder you've hidden, even if you put a robots text in there. Spiders just basically, you know, unless it's Google. Now Google, you know, goes to the robots text, but or the text, they look at that, and if you say don't spider the site, the directories, then it won't. But everything else spiders the site. They don't care. So they're going to find your folder. So your whiz-bag obfuscation just went out the window when they find your site. But listen, this script will lock down that whole directory. So just call it members, membership, something along that line. Put the script in there, put your thank you page. Remember to add your CSS and your images. They all have to be in that directory, or your site won't look, won't look right. Yeah, pop up your site and the CSS, and it's like kind of looking like you're cross-eyed or something, then you'll know that you didn't put the CSS and your images in there because the site just fell apart. And then just lock it down. It's real easy. I've got the tutorials when you download the Turbo Instant Membership Builder, video tutorials there, and the PDF tutorial. Any other questions? No? Wow. Okay. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I hope you got a lot out of today. You got some homework. Build at least one. If you can knock out 2 or 3, that'd be great. And then you're that much further ahead. Don't list them yet. Just build out the sites, and then next week I'm going to ask for some volunteers, and you get to show me your site, and I'll do a in the Q&A I'll do a little bit of review. I'm not going to butcher you. I'm not going to hang you out to dry. Just going to take a look at the sites and see what's going on. All right, until next week, same bat channel, same bat time. We'll see you guys next week, and remember, one site by next week. That's your homework assignment. Urson said, where can I get the download link? It's for the bonuses. Well, they're in the right sidebar, and they're also on the mind map. Up under the bonus thing in the mind map. All right, so Andrew, Kevin, Carlos, Urson, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who else? That's all that talked to me today, but that's good. Okay, you guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you again next week, same time.